I want to show you guys a trick that I figured out while I was training for Sinister last year that made a humongous difference in my ability to do Turkish get-ups, particularly heavy Turkish get-ups. And it's a subtle difference, technical difference that you have in the beginning that makes a humongous difference. So a lot of people struggle and they get up to the heavier weight. Once they can get up into that low post position, they're pretty much good from there. But getting from your back up into that low post can be very, very challenging, particularly when you're going for a heavy Turkish get-up. This little trick that I call a drift is going to make all the difference in the world and make any bell that you're using feel at least 2 bells lighter. So what is the drift? Well, the drift is essentially when you're laying on your back, you're letting your arm, the bell, drift in before you punch up through the bell. A lot of people don't include that drift and they leave the bell back there, so when they're trying to get up, they have to kind of pull the bell and it keeps the bell in an incredibly disadvantageous position. And many times it's what prevents you guys from getting those heavier bells. So let me just kind of show you real quick. If we're down here and we get up into the start position, rotate and press, we're here. So, bring the foot out like this, have the other one here, arm all set. If you don't have a drift, what happens is you leave the bell here and you're trying to get up and it's keeping the bell away from your base of support. So you have a very, very big lever that you have to work through, which makes it very heavy. So even something like a 70 is really, really challenging to get up. All you have to do is think about where's the bell going? You're going to go up into a low post that's going this way. So if you allow the bell to drift in just a little bit until your hand is right above your chest, that's going to let the bell drift in, shorten the lever that the bell has to overcome you or work against you, and then now you can push right up through the bell. So if we do that, it's a drift and a punch. And what that does is it allows you to reduce the torque of the resistance. So if we can have you guys have a little bit of a drift and a punch up, it's going to make that bell, in this case a 70, feel way lighter. So I'll show it to you one more time. I'll show you maybe 2 where you leave the bell back and you're trying to punch up or sit up into that low post position without letting the bell drift in, and you can see how much harder it is. And then I'll have one where you let the bell drift in, you can punch right up through it. So again, we'll get sit here, rotate, press it up, get my legs set, no drift. I'm going to leave the bell here, and I have to really push through this foot here to fight to come up. Here's another one. Leave the bell here. Now I have to crunch and push through that leg to get up. I can do it, but it's really, really heavy. If I just now let the bell drift in just a little bit, it's probably only drifting 3 or 4, maybe 6 inches max, and then I'm going to punch right up through it. Watch how much easier this is. Drift, punch right up. I didn't have to use this leg nearly as much. I don't have to use the downside arm into this low post nearly as much, and I'm able to just drift and punch effortlessly. If you watch it again, you'll notice when I leave the bell here, this leg comes up because I have to use my psoas to try to help. I'll be here and it floats up off the ground. You see that all the time. So I come back down. If I let the bell drift, that leg can effortlessly just stay planted right on the ground. So that may look like a very, very subtle change going from leaving the bell there to drifting in, but because it's going to reduce the moment arm of the resistance, in this case the bell, it is going to make every bell that you're using feel at least 2 bells lighter instantaneously. So it's a subtle difference, but play around with it, do some what I call Turkish punch-ups, which is what I was just doing there, where you're going from the start position into that low post. Play around with that, but just adding that subtle difference is going to be the difference between you guys getting that heavy bell and not. So comment below, let us know what you think. We'd love to help you out.